Hello there, this is Erk here from Banks to Bears, and today I'm going to teach y'all the best method for sniping and also probably the best method for quick gains right now. The sniping method is definitely less riskier, but you do usually have to wait a little longer for the project to progress or for someone to accept a lowball bid. But I'll get more into that soon. First thing first, though, is how do you find these projects? That's what everyone always wants alpha or wants to know where to get alpha. And you just basically have to, just buy some projects you like the community of, and just talk to people. I'm in a couple. I don't know how I found these. You just randomly stumble upon them, or you find good alpha groups like this one, DGen's Paradise. This guy makes some good calls. Arcade Zoo. I got this whitelist, or I got access to this through being in another project. So, just getting a lot of projects. Once you own the NFT, check out their alpha or check out their chat. See if you like it. If you like that chat or like that group, stay in there. If not, just, resell the NFT. Arcade Zoo is nice. Jersey's calls are it's only $10 a month. And sure, he doesn't really make too many calls, but the general, you get linked in with a lot of cool people. A lot of alpha. Same thing with Money Man. It's like $10 a month. You go to NFT chat. There's people talking here all day, every day. So to find these calls, it's really easy. I like Jelly Babies. I don't really care for the art. It's a little pricey, but I'm literally just holding it just for the alpha. So you do that, or I personally just, as you grow in the NFT space, you kind of latch on to some projects and you're like, I definitely want to hold these. Or if you don't hold them, you want to flip them and then buy back in when they're lower. And these are just projects I've either been in or want to get in, just been watching. Honey Genesis B, I think you get some DeFi thing. I think you get passive income. I say passive as in, depending on where the founders are from or the company's from, they can't really say passive because then it'll be marked as a security. So if you're in the US, some people try to go around that, but a lot of people in the NFT space, especially that own projects, are outside the US. So they could give passive income and say that all they want. So yeah, first thing first, just go over here. You want to analyze the charts. That's my favorite thing to do. I used to do that all the time in stocks, and once you learn technical analysis, stocks, crypto, it's not like the one thing it's always right, but it's pretty damn right a lot of the times. Like here, I like charts like this. The only thing is, though, you want to see why this drop happened. Is the team sucking? Are they not, doing stuff? FUD? Is the community not growing or what? In this instance, and most of the time, it literally just has to do usually with supply. Supply goes down, you see the price went up. Over here, in the beginning stages of any project, it's always going to boom. It's always going to peak at first, and then it's always going to come back down. I promise you, any project within the first week, whatever it peaks at, it's going to come back down. You're going to get another buying opportunity, so be careful about buying peaks. I personally hate buying peaks because what goes up, has to come down, and people are going to take their profits. So the first week, it's very volatile. You can make a lot of money, but also you could lose a lot of money or get stuck holding. I don't like to sell too much I don't like to take too many losses, so I do not want to get stuck holding. So therefore, that's why I don't buy tops. I try to be a little more smart. It's a very volatile market. It's very risky, but I try to de-risk the best I can. Yes, you're right here. Boom. It had a support at, 470, peaked at, 7 SOL. As soon as this support broke, I don't know how to explain support. I have another video on technical analysis, and I'll link another one below too whenever it comes to stocks, but this is the same thing, like TradingView. Whenever it broke the support, boom, that's when I would have got out. But now, it's underneath the moving averages. RSI is very low. RSI, it pretty much correlates right here, If it's under, 40, it's usually undervalued for the most part. Like I said, technical analysis is not the holy grail, but for the most part. And you can see it was also down a lot because the listings are up. Whenever listings are up, more people to undercut, of course the price is going to come down. But yeah, right here, listings went down, price went up, but this RSI is ridiculous. Once it gets over 60, 70, Yeah, that's when you know when you need to sell. And it would have been the perfect opportunity too. Because what happened came right back down. Right now it's at 2.8. You know, it can easily go right here to the peak up to 4 again. But I mean, there's tons of charts that look sexy like this. Yeah, I called it you know, a week ago. Buy at 2, sell at 5. Right now, I would still, well, it's like 280. You should have bought, you know, at 2.5 and sold at 4. 4 is the peak. See up here, you know, this was a support slash resistance. Now the resistance is right here at 4. We can go over charts all day, but I'll just use that as an example. You know, I made a couple, the fellowship 0.85, now it's at like 1.2. This chart is even more. I promise this is the last chart I'm going to show you, and then I will get into the method. But reading charts is very key. You want to see what it's peaked at. You know, is it super undervalued, or you want to look at listings. Look here, the fellowship. The fellowship, basically, you could use it to launch your own NFT project. All you need is one fellowship and one launch pass. Right here, you know, at the peak it was at 5, and I think a launch pass is at like, you know, maybe 1 or 2. Now you could literally get one for 1.4 or 1.14 and get a launch pass for like 0.4. So for 1.5 plus the fees it costs to upload it to the blockchain, you literally could mint your own project. It's crazy. This is crazy undervalued. This is going to, it might not go back up to 4 or 5, you know, that's that first wave peak. You know, people are all excited about the project, and then, you know, it starts dying out. But this is a good product slash project, so this will never die out. It has a great team too. Can easily, you know, see up here, support resistance around 2.53. It's not going to go below. I actually called the bottom right there. Buy it now at 0.85. What was it, the 10th? Yeah, I called the bottom right here. And also, whenever I make these calls, the method is, by the way, I just lowball bid. You never want to, well, I mean, if it's, we'll get into it later. But enough about the charts. And I kind of just spoiled it right there. But what I like to do is I like to lowball bid. It does take a little more time, but it's way less riskier. I'll go over this one as an example. This is ranked like 300. I bought this for 13 SOL on the 13th. So let's go over here. Solana money, boy. Oh, that's the girls. Damn, the girls are at 13? I mean, it's less supply, but still. Alrighty, we're gonna go back to where I bought it. We'll do a 6-hour chart. Yeah, it looks good. I bought it, what, the 11th? Yeah, the floor was like 13 or 14, I believe. But this was rank like 300. So I was a lowball, and he had it listed for like 26. I lowball bid him like 13 or 14, which, you know, right here was the floor. Like I said, you know, buy at 15, or honestly, I kind of meant 15 was the first buying period, but then it dropped a little more. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait till it gets, you know, to around 10. But then it never got to 10. It only got to like 11. But I do believe this can get back to 30. When? I don't know. They saw a drop because the money girls dropped. So like anytime there's a free airdrop, you know, it's like sell the news. Well, then again, the money girls you saw was a 13 floor, so I would actually just kept it through then and then sold it. That's what actually caused this drop. But yeah, it was a rank 300. I lowball bid it, you know, the floor basically. He accepted it. I went around and actually sold it the next day for $25.95 after fees. That's 10 SOL. It's $1,000 real quick. And how did I do it? Lowball bidding. I could have bought the floor. You know, I could have bought the floor and then, you know, held it a little bit. It did go back to 17, and now it's still at 17. But I only made like a couple SOL, and also whenever you buy the floor, it's way more volatile. If you buy a higher rank, like here, we'll go through and how to pick one. You want to look at both of these ranks, and usually I just kind of combine them and like kind of look for a medium. So yes, this is 41, but this is like 300, so it's just like, I still like right now would lowball bid, you know, the floor, or like, you know, bid like 14 or 15. Heck, I mean, even 17. Because like I said, I think this can get back to, 25, 30 SOL. Yeah, you just want to look for price discrepancies, like something that sticks out. Here, how rare, huge difference. Whenever it does that, I just ignore it. Like, you want to see one that's way more closer to the two ranks. Because this, I'm not going to look at it as rank 191. I'm going to look at it as like rank, 5, 600. See, this is where you want something closer. This one right here is exactly the rank I basically bought. So, heck, throw a 15, 16, 17 bid. This one's probably recently listed. Yeah, 9 hours ago, because that's actually a pretty decent deal. If you look around at these other prices, yeah, I would bid, probably 15, 16. I try to bid below the floor because, of course, it's very volatile. And let's see where support and resistance is. Looks like a nice support around 16, and then the next drop is like 13. So yeah, I would probably bid, 16 just to be safe. Because sure, the floor can drop to 16, and heck, it could even drop to 13. But since you got a higher rank, of course it's going to hold more value. So less volatile. Same thing for, all right, over here. More cheaper one, affordable. You just want to go by rank. And you want to look for outliers. Outliers, boom. That's the first outlier, 699. Well, here's another one, 8. But, compared to all of these, I would definitely easily bid like 4. Probably 4 on this one. Yeah, you can't bid less than 4 on this one either. So 4, put in those bids. You're bidding, about 1.7. Yeah, it was the math. Yeah, it's about 1.6, 1.7 above the floor price. But whenever you get a higher rank, it holds more value. And, a lot of people, they like to be very, like, whenever they get a bid, if they want something else, because everyone wants the new shiny thing. So, whenever a big mint comes around or something like that, someone could take your lowball bid because they need the liquidity. A lot of people need liquidity. So that's why this method works, especially in the Solana space. You lowball bid on ETH, those people got money. They don't need no lowballs. They can afford to hold on to it. But yeah, people on Solana, they don't really, not too many have too many bankrolls. So whenever they get the liquidity and they want something, they're just like, oh, I'll take a loss. That's why a lot of people don't make it. They're not patient. If they don't make gains within 2 days, they're just like, oh, gotta go. You can't do that. And that's why I like to lowball bid and get higher ranks. Sure, if I need the liquidity, like say if you need the liquidity, it's harder to sell because, of course, it's going to be above the floor price. But yeah, it's definitely much more safer and less volatile-ish. Sure, if the floor tanks, of course, the price of yours is going to tank, but it's not going to tank as much as if you bought a floor NFT. Just still look for, this one I'd bid 3, 3.1, 4.9, 4.5. Go to another project to look. Let's see. Rank 10, rank 12. Rank 12, and it's only, it's what, 4 or 5? Yeah, it's like 5 times above the floor price. Not worth it, but if you put in a bid for 4, this is easily worth 4 SOL. And this actually, Kamakura went up to a 3 or 4 SOL floor. But the reason why it tanked is because a lot of these NFTs, they tie into their coin price ties into the NFT price. Like if you go over here. So if you want to know if you should sell an NFT too, just look at its token. Because, hey! And you'll see free fall. Boom. You want to see what this chart looks like? Boom. Looks exactly like that. Goes hand in hand. Let's see whenever this first dropped. April 7th, 4 o'clock. April 7th. Boom. Yeah, I don't know if you could They kind of dropped at the same exact time. That's crazy. Yeah, these people were like, whoever like caught this, caught the the drop at the perfect timing. Like, say they sold, right before here, they must have been on the ball. Cause me, I just buy stuff and I don't check it every day. I just hope goes back up, and then whenever something starts pumping, that's when I start selling. If it's down like this, like say if I bought up here and it's this down, I'm not gonna sell for a loss. I mean, I bought it up here for a reason. You bought a peak for a reason, because that's the peak. Yep, look at that. That's the peak. That's why I don't buy peaks. What goes up must come down. But if I did buy up here, I guarantee you a lot of people bought up here probably sold right down here. But guess what? If the team starts working, they, see all that has to happen is these listings go down. All the team has to do is maybe implement something or do like a big raffle to where people are going to buy a shit ton of ramen, and that's going to make the ramen price go back up. It might not go back up all the way, but say if you do a raffle for a Keton Crack or a Stoner Ape or something like that, guarantee you this is probably going to 2 times at the 0.2, and then the floor would 2 times, probably up to 2.5, 3. So yeah, you see the listings. For it to go anywhere near here, you need to start seeing this in a downtrend. This goes in a downtrend, we're all good. But right now, people are, still 250 listed out of 3,300. That's still not too bad, but hey, RSI is pretty low. It's not as low as here though. This bottomed out. We're getting pretty close to a bottom. So hopefully it makes a bounce, and hopefully we can get above the moving averages again. But yeah, now would actually be a really good time. Like this one right here is super underpriced. 3.25, like just look at the discrepancies. Look at what all these are listed for. 5, almost 2 times that. And it's rank 27. Let's see, rank 27, I would evaluate that. The rank number 1 of any project is about 10 times the floor price, maybe 5 to 10. So you get outside, rank 1, the 20s, probably say, good 3, 4 times. Maybe 3. The 10s, the top 10 is usually maybe 4 or 5 times ish, more than floor price. But you go to top, 30 in the 20s, easily worth 3 times the floor price. So I definitely think this is undervalued. You could easily sell this, buy this, and then sell it for 4.99 SOL. You have to factor in fees too, 9%. It's going to leave you with 4.5, but still a 1.25 SOL profit. But also, you need this floor price to go up a little bit. There's a reason why no one has bought that, because the floor price is down bad. Or, my method is just lowball bid. You can also lowball bid the floor too, but like right now, hey, a perfect opportunity to 2x your money. Just lowball bid 1 SOL on all of these. I'll tell you an example of what not to do. All right, here. Don't go lowball bid 10 SOL for all these. Like no one's gonna take your offer. You wanna know why? Because you look at activity. Oh wow, they actually got a deal. Yeah, you see 17, 18, 19. No one's gonna accept your 10 SOL offer. The only reason why the higher ranked people accept lowball bids is because if you lowball bid, at or a little bit above the floor, if they really need that liquidity, they're going to take that. Because, sure, they could, if they really want to, get rid of it, they could list it at the floor in a really high rank at the floor. That's probably going to get sniped. But, if you lowball bid, 18, 19, 20 on some of these, I guarantee, well, you can on a lot of them because it has to be 50% above. But I guarantee you, someone's going to bite. Someone that needs liquidity is going to bite. And they're going to see the floor price and they're going to be like, a little bit above floor price. I'll let it go, Whereas, these floor people, they could easily, like this guy right here, if he listed just lowered it to 15, someone's going to take it, So don't even waste your time lowballing the floor that much. Lowballing the floor here for 1 SOL on Kamakura, yes, you'll get some bites. But yeah, don't waste your time, lowballing the floor. Just not worth it. And also you have to be careful because I don't know why Magic Eden hasn't implemented this, but I emailed them. They said, oh yeah, well, we're working on it. But instead they worked on some stupid offer. They adjusted the offer thing that no one asked for. They made a stupid adjustment that no one asked for that made making offers actually 2 times more work. It's not that much work to begin with, but still, like if you're making shit ton of offers, the time adds up, 10 seconds here, 10 seconds there when it was 5 seconds before. You're making like, 50 offers, 100 offers, like this shit adds up. And time is money. Time is money, especially in this space. But I like to make the safer plays, so low ball bidding higher ranks is a safer play. The other strategy is you want to mint these, just mint like hype projects. Stoner Frogs, 1.75, I don't know. It's this is like a 8K project. You got to be careful minting high supply projects, especially on the Magic Eden Launchpad, because Magic Eden Launchpad is known for projects selling out quick and then going below mint even quicker. Usually it only happens to the higher supply projects though. Like, Miners of Mars. Where is this? Yeah, this one minted for once. I even called it in Banks to Bears Alpha. I was like, go ahead and make some offers at 1.2. Yeah, team is doxed if only one soul. Sold out. Watch for these undercutters go crazy because high supply projects, especially on Magic Launchpad, go near or under mint price. Plus, people can mint 3 in whitelist. It's sold out in whitelist, and they can mint 3. So people are gonna automatically have that mindset: sell 1, hold 1, or maybe even sell 2, hold 1 for the moon. So I knew this was. I was like, make 1.2 bids because out the gate it started at like 1.7. I was like, it's not sustainable with the high supply and these people who just want to make quick flips. Even though some motherfuckers are so stupid. Like someone will buy this for let's go this one. Look at this weird motherfucker. All right, 9%. Just round up to 10%. There's so many people in the space. Don't be one of these idiots. Well, I mean, you can, but you're not going to make it in the space, and you're literally just wasting your time, especially off minimal profits, if that. Whatever, 10%. You're paying 10%. Some motherfuckers will buy this for 1.35 and list it for like 1.45. Like, dude, you just made $10. Oh wait, it takes 10% of that. So 1.45, 10% of that, 0.14. Yeah, wait, you just lost money. Motherfuckers think they're making $10, really they're losing like $5 because they don't know it takes 10%. Don't be one of those people. Even if you bought this for 1.35, if I can't make at least a 50 to 100% return, there's no point. Like if I bought this for 1.35, I would probably sell maybe at like 1.99 SOL, because don't sell for 2, because every motherfucker and their mothers are going to sell for 2. You want to be 1.99. It looks way more better. You're going to be right below that mental stopgap. And like right here, someone put a 11.7 in bid. Like just round it up to 12, especially when you're lowballing. Like if I'm selling something, yes, I'll put 11.99 or something like that, or 11.7. It looks better than 12. But if you're making an offer, 12 looks 10 times. Well, it looks much more better than a 11.7 offer. You got to think in the eyes of a buyer, and also either or shoes. Yeah, that's about it. A lot of these mints, you got to join alpha groups. Because a lot of these mints, I find out about alpha groups. I'm not going to sit here and whitelist grind for these projects, but I think there's like 20% left for public. So if you just buy like rarity keys, soul rarity, if you buy like something like this or some minting thing, it easily makes your money worth in one go around. Me, I tried to hand mint this, didn't work out. If I bought this beforehand and then I tried to mint it, I would actually made close to my money because dead rejects, yeah, it's almost three times the floor. So yeah, I should have bought Soul Rarity, and I personally always sell not off the bat. Off the bat, don't sell off the bat, especially with something super hype like this. If it didn't mint out quick, then of course, sell off the bat, secure little profits as you can. But if it minted out like instantly or sold out on whitelist, you definitely want to wait because Degen Dojo, I'll show you here. I would not have held until a lot of people did. Okay, I can't spell them. It's gonna be at the top. Smokeheads. Surprised that wasn't a rug. It's crazy that wasn't. I put in Degen. I put Dojo. Alright, here. Let's go to the 1 hour charts. This is a newer project. Right off the gate, super hype, super hype, super hype. I personally would have probably sold at maybe not 5 because I think the mint was 1 or 1.5, and the community was really bumping. So with hype like that, I definitely would have sold at 10 though. I'm not gonna lie, I would have easily sold at 10. I know a lot of people sold between 10 and 13 around this, and then somehow it pumped again. But see here, let's see, the 10th, 17th, you already see the hype dying down. It's gonna go down to 10. I don't know. The community's pretty strong, so I don't think we'll see a drop to 5. But if you really like this project and it can hold this 10 support range, then hey, go for it. But like I said, everything hypes up. And it's crazy though because you see the listings here. Well, I mean, once they start going down, then the price goes up. But listings are pretty flat. They're not. You don't see it going up, or I mean, if it went down even more, that'd be great. But it's very flat. But like I said, everything hypes up in the beginning and then it starts going down. How far down it goes, I don't know. It's up to the community really. But yeah, hype always dies down, so don't ever buy at this peak. Don't FOMO in because buy it at 15 or 20 because you think it's going to go to 50. Nothing's going to go to 50 that quick. And look at the supply, 4K. Like maybe if it was like, the Champions or something like super small, okay, then Moon may be possible, but no, this isn't going to go. Don't buy at the peak thinking you're going to make 50. That's too much risk to reward. Sure, you make 100%, but look at all this downside. You could lose fucking, was 20 to 5. You could lose like 60% of that. That's not correct math, but lose a lot in your investment. But hey, that's all I got for you. Yeah, my method is just I like to lowball bid higher ranks, and I like to flip quick mints that I know are hype. You have to watch to see how many are minted in whitelist, and I love looking at graphs. That is my bread and butter. So yeah, we'll look at one more graph. Ooh, a 6th floor. The OG projects were a meta for like maybe a whole week. And this was the only project that did not moon. But looky here. I think this can get back to 10 or 12 easily. But hey, this broke support. Yikes. And the listings are going up. Yikes. Yeah, this might go back. You see, the support was really kind of right here around 7. And once it broke that support, hey, I actually like this too because it kind of shows you the supports and the resistance. So even if you didn't know too much technical analysis, this tool that they have, the support and resistance tool, kind of shows you it too. It's pretty cool. But yeah, RSI is pretty low. I can see this going back down to 5, but I would wait for listings to flat out. It's a flat out. Instead, it's still peaking going up. But also this is a 4-hour chart, so switch it to a 1 hour. Boom. Look at that right there. I'll move my cursor. But yeah, it looks like listings are starting maybe to go down. So it might hold, you know, a 6 support. But hey, only time will tell. I'm a graph nerd. I love looking at graphs. I like buying undervalued. That's another thing. I like undervalued NFTs. You'll never catch me buying a top. I don't care if I miss out on the next moon. I'm not buying a top. It's just too risky. The risk reward at that moment at buying a top is ridiculous. The NFT space is already very volatile and very risky as it is. Don't buy tops. That's basically like YOLOing your money, which, hey, if you like YOLOing your money, you know, go for it. Probably not going to make it long term in NFTs, but hey, it's more fun. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. And also, buy a Banksta Bear and come join the crew. Always have an alpha. You know what I mean? Always got a good group here. You know what I mean?